Hello, I'm Dr. Joan Offerle. I'm a psychologist in near North Austin. My experience as a therapist has taught me that listening closely and carefully to what my client says is really important, and I try to pass that along to the newer therapists I supervise. People are usually reluctant to talk about the past that was traumatic. It's like if you witnessed a bad accident, you might not want to talk about the blood and gore of that accident. And serious trauma usually is pretty bloody and gory, in fact, in certain ways, in some ways. So that's hard for people to revisit. And when they do revisit it, sometimes it brings them into that scenario, if you will, as if it's happening right here and now, which is also aversive to people. But I reassure them that that is not crazy, and that is part of the process of healing. Under trauma, we have bodily processes that may occur, we have behaviors that may occur that embarrass us. But that's part of what happens to us in trauma, and so that's not something to be judged negatively. A lot of times in trauma there were prescriptions about telling. Children are told not to tell. They'll get in trouble, somebody else will get hurt. So telling for that situation is usually fraught with danger. For those of us who were traumatized in adulthood, we may be embarrassed about the way we reacted to it. And so it's very important to realize they won't be judged for that. Traumatic situations cause people to feel out of control, and usually they are out of control. It's not their fault, it's not their responsibility, but they are not able to control the situation. That's important. Feeling out of control tends to lead us into some sort of contempt for ourselves or a feeling of helplessness that we don't like to feel. So developing compassion toward ourselves for what has happened to us, how we've reacted to it, is very important. And I can lead the way in that, in the way I talk to them and express my concerns and feelings and compassion for them.